I've gone back to community college in my 30s to rediscover myself, only to find it overrun by the Greek gods. They have no idea why they're trapped here, but they seem to be making the most of it. Except the Lord of the Underworld, who could care less about the living. And now, I've made a deal to show him one cool thing about humanity in order to get my soul into Elysium. Maybe along the way, I'll pick a major. My name is Homer, and...
My roommate is Hades. My roommate is Hades.
Here it goes. Day 1 of classes, and my deal with Hades begins.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does! We're not pushing this back another day! Technically, classes started Monday. Today is Wednesday. I thought I was going to be more nervous about trying to impress the Lord of the Dead with some aspect of humanity in order to save my eternal soul from Tartarus, but strangely, I feel kinda great! Now we're late.
The way you mortals rush around from one place to another as if time is your master.
Yes, Hades, I am dying to once again hear your tirade against schedules.
You scoff, but if you heeded my words, your brief life would be so much easier.
Hades, if you only comprehended what my life consists of, especially with this deal,
Which you propose.
my life would be much harder without structure and hustle.
How much could your life consist of? The only thing I've seen you burden with is getting your peplos in a twist over how quickly I wash the dishes.
Whatever. We're just two different people.
You're a person. I'm a god.
Let's just get to class!
You still haven't told me what you're subjecting me to today.
Introduction to Mechanical Engineering.
Okay, awesome. We're in the right place. Thank you.
Okay, so here we were.
And are you positive you wanted to start here?
Shh. Look, I wanted to begin with something that I know.
Professor, could you please clarify this diagram?
No questions at this time. Now, what we've got here is...
Harsh teacher.
You said you majored in chemical engineering.
Wow, you remembered that? Well, yeah, I did. But I figured this made more sense. Mechanical engineering is one of the oldest forms of engineering, present even in ancient civilizations like Egypt and Greece.
People love pointing to the pyramids and claiming that only aliens could have done something like that, as if the Egyptians were incapable of using rollers, levers, and ramps.
Exactly. Looking at all of those landmarks of human history as anything but inspiring is a gross disservice.
Snooze. Tell me when this conversation is over, nerds.
Don't mind him. He's just acting out because I didn't let him sleep in for the 3rd day in a row.
Trust me, I'm familiar with it.
And how would you be familiar with it?
Because it's the same behavior you've shown at the 1 or 2 family reunions we've ever attended at the same time.
Hephaestus? Handle.
Whoa, what?
I hope you're all paying attention back there.
We are, Professor. I was just bringing my new classmates up to speed with what we learned in their absence.
Yeah, I was like, what? Heat transfer works like that?
No. Heat transfer will be covered in our 3rd week of studies. Isn't that right, Dr. Strong?
Yes, thank you, Hephaestus.
Oh, you answered his question.
You know, I don't know about the rest of you, but I have a feeling the God of Craftsmen will be doing quite well this semester.
No he's the God of Craftsmen!
Hades, please conduct yourself with some decorum.
So, getting back to the question...
You should see what it's like living with him.
I can only imagine.
I'm Homer. I took engineering my first time at college.
Coming back to learn more. I admire that, Homer.
Thank you. Man, I think you're the first person to say that to me.
Humans can never be too educated.
I completely agree.
Many are so happy to lounge around in their own ignorance, but you can grow with real work.
And diligence.
And structure. Dr. Strom, I believe you have the cistern and the boiler mislabeled?
So I do. Thank you, Hephaestus.
This sucks. Hey, do you have a roommate? Hades, good news.
We're leaving?
Hephaestus isn't rooming with anyone, and he's gonna let me live with him for the rest of the semester.
What?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for 2 nerds to live together, right? And don't worry, I still plan on carrying out the deal, but now you get the apartment all to yourself.
Okay. Well, truly exceptional start to the bargain.
What do you mean?
You drag me here with the aim of getting me interested in a speck of humanity, and now you're just gonna sit there with your new friend and not even sell me this boring drivel? Whoa.
Hades, this is far from boring drivel.
Quiet back there.
Sorry.
We're sorry, Professor. Please proceed.
Thank you, Hephaestus.
Professor, I don't really understand.
No questions at this time. Now, moving on.
Okay.
From tap A,
You really think I'm gonna pay attention to that droning imbecile?
Watch it.
Win me over, Homer. But what's so great about all of this?
This is the foundation of society, Hades. Engineering is at the root of all the vital processes that make a city work.
Really? Well, every process in the underworld, not sure if you've heard of it, has existed for eons without the need of your precious engineering.
Well, do you think that's cooler than people learning to figure all that shit out by themselves?
Oh, was it as sunshiny as all that? Or did some people figure it out and others in positions of power stole and profited off of their discoveries?
Wait, what?
I know the stories of the dead. I hear of their deeds. You think Thomas Edison is really responsible for the light bulb?
Nope, he stole it.
What the
Hermes, what are you doing here?
quiet.
I can't sit in one class for too long, I get bored.
And you're here because...
I'm the herald of the gods, Uncle. I can sense when something newsworthy is happening.
So you're a gossip.
Oregano.
Hades, everyone knows Thomas Edison was a big ol' Robbie McThief pants.
Smith.
But do his actions really detract from centuries of innovation?
I think the stealing definitely tarnishes the appeal.
Okay, but that was one guy in a long line of many awesome guys.
Ada Harris, a black woman in the late 1800s, invented the hair straightener, but the patent was claimed by Isaac K. Sherrill in 1909, and he got all the credit.
Ooh, okay, well, that...
Another black inventor, Frederick McKinley Jones, invented the snowmobile, but couldn't afford the patent, so others took the credit.
All right, yeah, okay, that does...
Qin Sheng Wu made bounds in the field of nuclear physics, but two dudes scooped her Nobel Prize.
How do you know all this?
I'm also the god of thieves. I could go all day.
And he will, don't encourage him.
Okay, yeah, all of that truly does suck, but how about you focus less on the Thomas Edisons of the world and more on the Nikola Teslas?
A whole degree and all you remember is Tesla?
Well, the degree doesn't focus on history that much.
Nikola Tesla.
Yes, Lord Hades.
Oh my god!
Ah, I missed that guy.
You were a mechanical engineer when you were alive.
I was.
Name some of your accomplishments.
Well, I invented the Tesla coil, I created the plans for the first hydroelectric power plant, and I designed alternating current.
See? Absolutely incredible.
And you were also a eugenicist?
Still am.
Say what?
By the way, it's been a while since I've been up here. Are we still on track to purify the human race by the year 2100?
Get the hell out of here, Nikola Tesla! Go! Go!
Ah!
All right, guys, what is happening back there?
Nikola Tesla.
I choose which mortals can see the ghosts I conjure.
Hephaestus, can you...
Yes, sir. I'll quiet them.
Of course, Mr. Goody Two-Shoes will keep us in line.
All right, the blue, of course, being the water.
That is it, guys. You're not even paying attention to what the professor is teaching. Either quiet down or leave the class.
Is the ultimatum really necessary?
Actually, I think it is. We've been quite the nuisance. The professor is being remarkably patient. And quite frankly, I'm done here. We could look at every aspect of the beauty of invention in human history, and you will just see the bad things.
Is that really the only reason you think it's cool?
What?
Well, you obviously went into engineering thinking you'd be doing it the rest of your working life. Why?
It made sense.
To who?
To me.
You're a terrible liar.
Yeah, he is.
Shut up, Hermes!
Shutting it.
I mean that I got engineering. I could understand chemistry. I could do the equations. It felt like the smoothest course to success in my life.
But you left it.
Yeah, for now.
Why?
Because I felt like I could do better.
Better how?
Oh my god, I don't know. It just wasn't getting me where I wanted to be.
What? I don't think it was the job holding you back.
I'm sorry?
You weren't working hard enough. The job was over your head. You're not the only mortal to experience that.
How would you know that?
You were a mortal partaking in engineering, one of my domains. I was already aware of you before we met today. Some people just aren't cut out for engineering. It happens.
But it's the only thing I studied. I dedicated years of my life to it. If that doesn't qualify me to be cut out for it,
I'm
then...
not saying you can't learn enough to get by. Like I said at the beginning of class, with hard work, you can climb out of your ignorance.
You were referring to me specifically? I thought you meant the royal you!
I don't waste time with royals. You can be better, but you're not cut out to be an engineering savant. It's important to know what your capabilities are. It will always be hard for you. Those great inventors you're awed by, you will never be one of them.
You do not know me!
That is enough.
Doctor.
No! Don't speak for me. This is enough. Maybe I did have a hard time working in engineering. Maybe a lot of it did go over my head. And yeah, maybe I did spend more than a couple nights crying in a campus library before a major exam only to borrow answers from someone who took it earlier in order to cheat my way to a passing grade. But you know what? That does not mean I don't have a right to be here. Everybody learns at their own pace. And you're up there solely catering to Hephaestus, who is a god. He doesn't need your attention. You do not know what anyone here is capable of, and every time you gatekeep knowledge, you are robbing them. Just give everybody a chance. If it's not for them, they'll come to that conclusion on their own. And that's okay. I'm guessing you want me to leave now?
Damn. It was not programmed to handle that.
Programmed?
Sorry, everyone. Class is dismissed.
Oh my gods, you did it.
Wow, Hephaestus, you've gotten good. This one's one of your best.
Can someone explain to me what is going on?
The professor was an automaton.
Hephaestus is famous for it.
I always wanted to see if I could construct one that could pass my knowledge on to others. Landing here at Mathesy felt like the perfect opportunity.
So, this class...
I created it. Hacked the school's course site and added in this class for students to sign up. It's been interesting to observe so far.
Man, and I thought Zeus and Hera were having fun.
Oh, you were just back here taking notes on his performance.
He's been working like a charm, but emotional outbursts from students are his Achilles heel. No offense to Achilles.
There might be fewer emotional outbursts if you taught him to answer questions. It's just a thought.
No time to talk. He's powered down and could become explosive.
Explosive?
Maybe. It's a failsafe I installed. It could take another 48 hours to repair.
And you do that where?
Back at the dorm.
Like you work through the night?
Yep.
Sounds a bit raucous.
I would imagine that's when my first roommate moved out. Couldn't handle the grind.
So can we go?
Okay, so no luck with engineering.
Sorry. Must say, though, you put forth a more spirited effort than I was expecting.
Well, I really do like engineering.
I mean, that speech at the end, that was... wow. Where did all that come from?
I don't know.
Well, I shall miss that spirit of yours after you inevitably lose this wager and you're plunged into Tartarus for all eternity.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow.
What? No packing your bags for Hephaestus' apartment?
Oh, I decided against it.
Really?
Turns out there is a limit to hustling for me. I mean, you have to rest sometime. Living with you is a lot, but rooming with Hephaestus would be a nightmare. Maybe there's a benefit to the fact that we're two different people.
You're a person. I'm a god.
Tomorrow we're heading to the athletics field.
Science didn't cut it for me, so you immediately pivot to sports? I can already tell you how that's gonna end.
Hermes told me that's where your brother practices.
Why would we ever?
Hades, we just saw what Hephaestus has been up to, and the fun that your brother is having. I'm guessing it's dangerous. Plus, he may be able to tell you why you're all here in the first place. We have to find him in order to potentially prevent any other inadvertent bombs from being created on campus.
I guess. If we must.
We must. Tomorrow, we find Zeus.